So I've been looking at the figures. I mean, we've seen quite a bit of growth in the last sort of 6 months or so.
Yes, that's right. I mean, we went live early 2023. There was almost no adoption in the first year, which is quite typical with a platform like this. They tend to scale over 5 to 7 years. But in the last year, it's been growing substantially. We've now cleared over 200 million transactions, about 180 billion rand in value, and it's scaling month on month. So we're clearing almost over 30 million transactions a month now. So it's growing rapidly.
And then, I mean, you talk about the launch recently in December of PayShap Request. I mean, do you see that as a trigger for adoption?
Absolutely. So the early phases of the rollout has been focused on person-to-person type transactions. And that's really important with financial inclusion in mind. But the volume only really unlocks when people are able to acquire things. So being able to bring in use cases that enable pay to merchant or pay to corporate or corporate to corporate is really a critical unlock. And so the PayShap Request capability allows one to be able to send and initiate a payment instruction to a third party and respond with approval with immediate conveyance of settlement.
Look, I think that aligns with our forecast. We think corporates will be the big driver of this. Are you starting to see a sort of significant response from corporates?
It's very early days. So we only went live a few months ago. We haven't done broad-based marketing of the product. And at the moment, at this stage, the banks are really acclimating with the capability itself. But the number of inbound queries from corporate customers that are wanting to use this type of feature is significant. So I think people have been watching on the sidelines, seeing the benefits this platform could bring, but now wanting it to be actualized.
And then what are the concerns from corporate? I mean, are they, I know corporates like things like APIs and, to be enabled. I mean, yes. Are they ready and just waiting?
Yes, I mean, obviously the corporate sector is quite wide, and so there's sort of different queries or requests from various sectors of it. I think the technological enablement is the least problematic. So we're enabled via APIs, our partner banks enable via multiple channels, whether it's host-to-host or APIs. So connectivity is typically not the issue. I think the main challenge for corporates are now trying to embed this type of payment into their own workflows. It is definitely a different mindset shift. I mean, you're getting instantaneous settlement, and that just unlocks so many new things that it's almost reimagining their business in that context.
The user experience and the current challenges we're experiencing in adoption. Would you care to expand on that?
Yes. So the approach that we've taken in the start of this journey has been to set the rail capability out for our participant banks to use and create their own value-added services and customer experience on the back of that. And so we think that is an appropriate way to start a product because it generates creativity from the individual banks. But after the initial period of this, one of the things that holds one back is that you don't have common experience by customers trying to use this platform. So I might go into my bank account and it's in a different place to generate a payment from you, or I might try and pay you at a bank that hasn't enabled the same payment limit, and those create frictions that aren't there with cash today. And so what we'll start shifting to is a situation where we would need to enforce a common level of standards across the industry to a certain level. And that will mean that customers then have a seamless and common user experience, but allowing sort of competitive value-added services on top of that.
Very similar to the Brazil model.
Absolutely right.